Did you know that something as ordinary as squeezing a bit of lemon into your drink could either support your well-being or quietly undermine it, especially once you're past the age of 60? It might sound exaggerated at first, but the truth is that thousands of older adults across the United States deal with unexpected digestive discomfort, kidney stones, and even unstable blood sugar every single year. What most don't realize is that the real culprit could be something as simple and familiar as the lemon sitting on their kitchen counter. I'm not here to make you fearful of lemons. Far from it. They can actually be a wonderful aid to your health. Yet when combined with the wrong foods, lemons can trigger problems that hardly anyone talks about. Problems that often show up as bloating, fatigue, or in serious cases, even a sudden trip to the emergency room. That's why in today's video, we're going to break things down clearly. I'll guide you through the main foods you should never combine with lemon, especially if you're over 60. And then I'll introduce some safe and powerful pairings that truly support digestion, the immune system, and joint health. This isn't just another routine list of do's and don'ts. It's an honest discussion about how small, everyday decisions can create big changes in your long-term well-being. So stay with me. If you're someone who enjoys lemon water first thing in the morning, or who loves to squeeze lemon over your meals, what you're about to hear might change the way you look at food entirely. Before we get started, though, I'd love to hear from you. If you think you've been using lemon the right way, go ahead and type 1 in the comments. If you've never considered it before, type 0. And don't forget to subscribe to Tips for Senior if you want more straightforward, useful health tips that actually make a difference. Now, let's dive into the very first food that should never be paired with lemon. Milk, along with other dairy products like yogurt, cheese, or even that little splash of cream in your morning coffee, has long been viewed as a symbol of comfort and strength. It's rich in calcium, often praised as essential for healthy bones, and for many of us, it has always felt like a good food. But here's the part most people never think about. When you mix lemon with dairy, especially after the age of 60, you may unknowingly set yourself up for uncomfortable digestive issues. The reason lies in the chemistry. Lemon juice is loaded with citric acid, and when that acid collides with the calcium found in milk or yogurt, a reaction occurs that makes the milk curdle. In simple terms, it begins separating into solid lumps and liquid. While this might look like nothing more than a kitchen experiment on the surface, inside your stomach it can turn into bloating, heaviness, and the frustrating sensation of food simply sitting there, refusing to digest. Younger people with strong digestive systems might hardly notice this effect, but aging bodies naturally produce fewer digestive enzymes and less stomach acid. That means foods don't break down as efficiently. So when a 65-year-old enjoys a bowl of yogurt with lemon juice or drinks a lemon-flavored milkshake thinking it's a refreshing choice, the body may struggle. Instead of absorbing nutrients, the result could be gas, discomfort, or even diarrhea, and often without any clear explanation. Science supports this reality. Research published in the journal Food Chemistry demonstrated that citric acid significantly changes the protein structure in dairy, altering how it behaves in the digestive tract. Another report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition noted that older adults are especially prone to problems with calcium absorption when acidic foods are added in the wrong way. Real-life experiences tell the same story. My neighbor Joyce, a kind woman in her 70s, believed in a nightly detox routine of warm milk with lemon. Yet she often woke up nauseous and bloated, not understanding why. When she swapped the lemon for soothing chamomile, all her symptoms disappeared. The difference wasn't magical, it was simply smarter food pairing. So what's the practical solution? The first step is to avoid mixing lemon directly into milk, yogurt, or cheese dishes. Say no to trendy lemon parfaits or creamy lemon pastas, unless the dairy has been cooked in a way that reduces the acidic effect. And if you're a fan of lemon water, wait at least an hour after consuming dairy before sipping it. With a few simple adjustments, you can enjoy both lemon and dairy without making your digestive system work overtime. Now let's turn to something sweet that many of us see as harmless: refined sugar. Whether it's sprinkled into your morning coffee, baked into a slice of cake, or hidden in that pastry you grab with breakfast, sugar is everywhere. At first glance, it doesn't seem threatening, but when sugar and lemon are consumed together, particularly for those over 60 or anyone keeping an eye on blood sugar, the outcome can be far riskier than it appears. Here's what actually happens. Lemon is packed with citric acid, which has the effect of slowing down how your body processes glucose. Under normal circumstances, when you eat something sugary, your blood sugar naturally rises. Your body responds by releasing insulin to help your cells absorb the glucose. But research has shown that high levels of acid, like citric acid, can interfere with insulin's ability to do its job effectively. Instead of clearing sugar from the bloodstream, the glucose lingers much longer than it should, leading to sudden spikes or, just as dangerous, sharp crashes later on. For anyone living with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, this combination is especially concerning. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 4 Americans over 65 has diabetes, diagnosed or not. And even without a formal diagnosis, the body tends to become more resistant to insulin with age. That means that pairing lemon with something sugary, like a sweet roll or a frosted dessert, can quietly sabotage your health goals without you even realizing it. The science is clear on this point. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that acidic foods could reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 20% when paired with refined carbohydrates. That's not a minor figure. It's enough to leave you feeling drained, lightheaded, or strangely hungry again just an hour later. And repeated swings like this put constant stress on the pancreas and raise the risk of developing metabolic syndrome over time. I remember a close friend, Frank, who discovered this the hard way. He had a daily ritual of making homemade lemonade with fresh lemons and a couple of spoonfuls of white sugar. He thought it was a healthy, refreshing pick-me-up. But after lunch, he always felt wiped out, never understanding why. When his doctor tested his glucose, the readings were all over the place. Once Frank switched to unsweetened lemon water and kept his sweet snacks separate from the lemon, his energy levels bounced back, and his focus improved. Sometimes it's the smallest changes that produce the biggest results. So here's the takeaway. If you love lemon, enjoy it on its own, or pair it with naturally sweet foods like berries, which provide fiber and antioxidants. Stay away from combining lemon directly with refined sugar, white sugar, syrups, or candy in the same meal or drink. And if you do decide to indulge, give your body some time to process the sugar before introducing lemon. A little separation in timing can make a huge difference in keeping your blood sugar steady. Next, let's look at a group of foods that are often considered super healthy on their own, but can become problematic when paired with lemon. Oxalate-rich foods, such as spinach, beets, and even peanuts. These foods are celebrated for their fiber, antioxidants, and nutrient content that support the heart and brain. But for older adults, mixing them directly with lemon, a fruit high in citric acid, can quietly increase the risk of kidney stones. Here's why. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds found in many plants. By themselves, they're usually not a problem, but when combined with acids like the citric acid in lemon juice, they can bond together and form tiny crystals. Over time, those crystals can grow into kidney stones. The risk is even greater with age because kidney function naturally slows down, making it harder for the body to flush these compounds efficiently. According to the National Kidney Foundation, adults over 60 face a higher chance of developing kidney stones than younger adults, and diet is a major factor. Research confirms this concern. A study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that diets high in both oxalates and acids produced a much higher rate of calcium oxalate stones in people over 55. And it doesn't take extreme habits to cause trouble. Something as simple as eating a spinach salad with lemon vinaigrette or drinking a beet smoothie flavored with lemon juice could gradually set the stage for stone formation if consumed regularly. I recall the experience of Linda, a lively 68-year-old who swore by her daily morning beet juice with lemon. She believed it was cleansing her liver, but after 2 painful trips to the ER with sharp back pain, she discovered the reality. Her body was building up oxalates. Once her doctor helped her adjust her routine, keeping the lemon but replacing the beets, her symptoms disappeared and she never had another stone. The good news is, you don't need to give up spinach, beets, or peanuts altogether. The key is simply not to pair them too frequently with lemon. Instead, try combining spinach with olive oil or vinegar and save lemon for other meals. Staying well hydrated is also crucial, as water helps the kidneys flush excess oxalates before they can accumulate. And if you've had kidney stones before or know your kidney function is reduced, it's wise to consult a doctor or dietitian before making lemon a regular partner for oxalate-rich foods. Now that we've talked about what to avoid, let's shift to the brighter side. Because when combined wisely, lemon can still be one of your strongest allies for wellness. There are safe, senior-friendly pairings that not only reduce risks, but actually enhance vitality. Let's look at 3 of the most effective ones: raw honey, turmeric, and ginger. The first powerful partner is raw honey. Unlike the processed honey that comes in plastic bear-shaped bottles, raw honey is loaded with natural enzymes, antioxidants, and antibacterial properties. When you mix it with warm, not boiling lemon water, you create a soothing tonic that has been used for centuries to aid digestion, reduce inflammation, and support the immune system. Best of all, it feels comforting and pleasant to drink. This pairing works especially well for older adults because stomach acid naturally decreases with age, making it harder to break down food. The gentle acidity of lemon helps jumpstart digestion, while raw honey's natural sugars and enzymes coat the stomach lining and promote smoother movement through the digestive tract. Science backs this up. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology showed that polyphenols in raw honey strengthen immune responses and fight off harmful bacteria. Combined with the vitamin C in lemon, the result is a natural, tasty immune booster that beats store-bought supplements. Real-life examples show the same. My 72-year-old neighbor Joe, who still takes brisk morning walks, swears by his daily cup of warm lemon water with a teaspoon of raw honey. He says it keeps his throat clear, his digestion calm, and even helps with the seasonal coughs he used to get every fall. He takes it on an empty stomach, and the difference he's noticed in just 1 year has been remarkable. To try it yourself, simply squeeze half a lemon into a mug, add a teaspoon of raw honey, local if possible, and fill with comfortably warm water. Stir gently, sip slowly, and make it a morning ritual. Just remember, if the water is too hot, it will destroy the beneficial enzymes in honey. The second golden partner for lemon is turmeric. Known for thousands of years in traditional medicine, turmeric has a warm, earthy flavor and is famous for fighting inflammation. The key compound in turmeric is curcumin, which delivers most of its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. But here's the challenge. Curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. That's where lemon and black pepper make the difference. Lemon's acidity helps activate the curcumin, and black pepper contains piperine, which has been proven to boost absorption by up to 2,000%. When these 3 ingredients are combined, you're not just drinking a trendy wellness shot, you're giving your body a powerful defense against inflammation. This matters more with age, since chronic low-grade inflammation drives conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Lemon and turmeric together also support liver function, encouraging bile production to help break down fats and flush waste. My Aunt Kathy, 67, had suffered from stiff joints for years. She started a simple morning detox shot: warm water, a squeeze of lemon, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and sometimes a dash of cinnamon. Within weeks, she felt less stiffness and more energy. It became as natural as brushing her teeth. If you want to try it, start small. Turmeric has a strong taste and can stain. And make sure to stir well so the ingredients don't settle. Think of it as a golden spark to start your day, with a little zing and a lot of healing. Finally, let's talk about ginger, one of nature's most reliable remedies for warmth, circulation, and digestion. On its own, ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogols, known for their warming and anti-inflammatory effects. When paired with lemon in warm water, it becomes even more powerful, particularly for older adults dealing with sluggish digestion, cold hands and feet, or stiff joints. As we age, blood vessels lose elasticity and circulation slows, which is why many seniors feel chilly even in mild weather. A warm ginger lemon drink can gently dilate blood vessels, improve circulation, and bring warmth to the extremities. The digestive benefits are just as important. Ginger stimulates saliva and digestive enzymes, while lemon encourages bile production. Together, they create a perfect storm of digestive support, easing bloating, gas, and that heavy feeling after meals. Studies confirm this too. Research in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ginger improved gastric emptying, meaning food moved through the stomach more efficiently. Another study in evidence-based complementary and alternative medicine showed that ginger reduced pain and stiffness in arthritis patients when taken regularly. To make this soothing drink, slice half an inch of fresh ginger, add lemon juice, and pour in warm water. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes, then sip slowly. If you'd like, add a little raw honey. You'll be combining 3 powerful ingredients in one simple cup. So now you can see the full picture. Lemon may be tricky when used with certain foods, but with the right partners, it transforms into a true ally for your health. So here's the bottom line. Lemon is far more than a sour little fruit. Used the right way, it becomes a tool that can genuinely support your health in ways you might not expect. Whether it's helping your digestion run smoothly, calming down inflammation, or gently warming your body from the inside, the real secret lies in choosing the right pairings. At this stage of life, it isn't about strict rules or heavy restrictions. It's about paying attention, listening to your body, and making small, thoughtful choices that gradually add up to big improvements in how you feel day to day. If today's video gave you a fresh perspective, let us know in the comments. Just type 1 if you learned something useful, or 0 if you're still curious and want to try it out for yourself. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of our simple, effective wellness tips here on Tips for Senior. Take good care of yourself. You truly deserve to feel healthy, comfortable, and full of energy every single day.